Hello. Just doing hopefully a quick update on where things have been. So last week, last literally a week ago. Okay, not literally. I thought this is going up as usual times I schedule, so it would be 12 hours before literally a week ago. Um, Finished my last final, so that was good. I'm pretty sure I talked about that in one of my um, updates that featured me shipping my my plushies together, which means this one. There you go. Short of since I don't have a sunset trick plush, that will have to do for best ship. Or hold on. There you go. Now you got just another good one. Anyway, and I know I did a video. I think it was on comics, and then there's one on Applejack after that. So yeah, there didn't really get much new content recorded because that Thursday was when we went out to see Star Wars, which I highly recommend you doing too. That's two as in seeing it twice because I really want to see it again. It was really good to say the least, and one of the best six. And if you're not counting the prequels, one of the best four. So, and if you're and to be a bit harsher on that, if you're counting the prequels, one of the best four. If you're not, one of the best two. So it was a really good one. Oh man, I am not going to discuss it because one, I want to see it again. If I was going to discuss it too, I wouldn't be able to do it justice. Three, spoiler stuff, because I really would want to talk about one of the biggest spoilers in it. And four, there are plenty of other actual reviewers out there who can discuss movies a lot better than I can. But wow, it was a good movie. I mean, better than when JJ is trying to reboot Star Trek, because that one really came off as a lot of executive mandated style appeal to generic sci-fi action crowd stuff. Especially if you've seen the Star Trek Beyond trailer, which looks like you can take the words Star Trek out and it will be any other sci-fi movie. I'm very not enthused to see that movie. This one, on the other hand, felt like it was a real Star Wars movie. So, and that it wasn't him trying to replicate any of an old Star Wars movie. It was him trying to tell a story that just also happened to be a Star Wars movie. And just so many good stuff. Everything with the characters being who they are. The story was just like pure New Hope. It was almost that. It was just sorry, I didn't want to get onto a tangent on that. But it's just so good. It really just felt like this was a Star Wars movie that we've been waiting for since 1983. So yeah. Although, to be fair, having watched the Clone Wars cartoons, I actually have a bit of a higher opinion of the prequels, because if you watch episode 2, watch the Clone Wars cartoon, then watch episode 3, it actually works out really well together, which, it sort of sucks because the Clone Wars cartoon was people in house at Lucasfilm just screwing around, and then Lucas comes in, sees it, and says, "Yeah, let's do something with it." Turns it into a movie where they almost got Christopher Lee back to play his character, but Lee heard the replacement actor, and he's like, "Nah, this guy does me perfectly." And really, Count Dooku does sound like Count Dooku, which is pretty good. Not to mention James Arnold Taylor doing an amazing Obi-Wan. So him versus Ewan McGregor for if you need to do voiceovers. Which I honestly wouldn't mind James Arnold Taylor, even if he's Titus. So, yeah, Titus has grown on me a little this last year. Thank you to H.C. Bailey doing the Final Fantasy X HD LP. So, helped his character grow in my eyes. So, no. But yeah, it's just like you have to have the supplemental materials to make the prequels better, and you really do cheer for the bad guys so much. You don't like the Jedi really deserve it once you watch the Clone Wars cartoons. They really deserve it. Also, on that note, I'm sort of hoping Episode 8 has Ahsoka show up, but that would just be too perfect. Not knowing if she survives the end of Star Wars Rebels or not, I really wish I could catch that show. I'm not gonna try hunting it down on Disney XD, which I know we have, because I watch a bit of Yokai Watch before Littlest Pet Shop sometimes. God, don't. If you like non sequitur humor, Yokai Watch is for you. I don't really, but you also have to appreciate a little bit of childish, gross out humor, but it's not a bad show. I can understand why Nintendo is hyping it as hyping the game. So I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just not my thing. But yeah, I'm not hunting down Star Wars Rebels. I would really like to watch it. It sounds really good, especially since they got James Earl Jones back to voice Vader and Billy Dee to voice Lando. So big thumbs up there. Yeah, I know. I was reading something a bit on the Star Wars Rogue One that there might be hints of Darth Vader showing up in that one. Yeah, and equally more hints that instead of Prowse in the suit, it's going to be Christensen in the suit. So that would actually, I wouldn't mind that if it's just him in the suit and James Earl Jones doing voice for him still. That wouldn't be too bad for me. I know, I'm reading stuff on that one. That looks pretty good too. Anyway, yeah, Star Wars was last Thursday. Saturday being cartoon day, which, oh god, I'm behind on doing pony ones and Littlest Pet Shop ones, and really should. Next Littlest Pet Shop one's going to be a twofer. I've already got that one in a bit of pre-production, but yeah. That show's been really good recently too. They did a self-parody episode, which I really enjoyed, just because, them poking fun at themselves, and of course Nicole Oliver just going way over the top as Zoe in that one, and as the actress in the self-parody. Especially good seeing or hearing her deliver lines that were very Zoe-like, but in her Princess Celestia voice. So I just loved that. That was so funny. And then, what was this week? This week had another really funny one. Well, not really too funny, but it was a good. The Pets had a good slapstick silliness story arc, and then the Blythe had a bit of a real world problems sort of story arc. So I really liked the combination of the two. They both had good serious stuff. So yeah, looking forward to talking about that one, especially because that one also had some really good non sequitur moments. So yeah. And for Ponies, I finally got the last Siege of the Crystal Empire comic, so I have that whole arc to discuss, and then the final 2 episodes, and I'm actually thinking of doing a 26 episode recap of that too, so got that going. And just on top of that, if you haven't noticed by now, me clutching the flesh really tight. I haven't been in the exact best of moods, so a lot of just crashing and reading in bed. One of the perks of having all of your ebooks and a decent tablet to read them on is being able to read lots of books in bed, as well as lots of other stuff as well. Websites mainly doing sciencey stuff. Actually, I've been having fun on one board where I'm posting science facts daily, so that's been fun. I took today off just because I have read the review, I finished the comic, and really, I have opinions on how it should have ended, but I enjoyed most the majority of the arc, so that, and then ended up reading some other fan opinions, and most of them come down to we hate it because we don't like it, and just couldn't find any joy out of it. Like, I don't know, it's just some of the people in the fandom just, I don't know what's wrong with them. Just were they in it just for the irony stuff, and then once they got a bit of a name for themselves, they decided, hey, we can assert our will over everything. And I just seeing some of these very mean stuff that they go against the comic producers, especially. I was really giving some of them a hard time, which really doesn't endear the fans to the writers who are trying to produce something good. It's okay to have negative feedback, but make it constructive. And I don't know, just really bad nitpicky fans. I don't like them that much. I don't know. I know I can get that way myself, so it's not like I'm that above it, but what am I nitpicking about? Just these minor little details, or hey, you could have included this little moment, or Applejack's family lives in Manhattan. She could have called them for help. That is probably going to be my biggest nitpick this entire season of that show. Just, I'm not going to deny that. I did. As a plot element goes, that was one of the worst ones to get screwed up. That, and making your entire episode revolve around a zero-dimensional character, that's being nice in her description, and say, I don't understand how people can defend that. that train wreck. That one was bad. Sorry. That I don't know. I just souring my mood, and I shouldn't be souring anyone else's mood. I'm sorry about that. That should not be the way to try and improve one's mood. Sadly, it's the way a lot of people rely on, and yeah, I ended up inadvertently doing that here but I'm really sorry about that. I shouldn't have done it. But hey, today I got my Christmas shopping done. Can't reveal what it is, but but one of my hints will be in the form of a reference to a pony episode. It'll be a very Minty Christmas, if in a certain point of view. To also borrow some Obi-Wan Kenobi there. I had a nice day out doing that. Toys R Us was super crowded and completely devoid of pony toys. Every other toy was in stock, except for pony toys. I thought it was pretty hilarious seeing that. Like, I know Hasbro has some stuff coming out sooner or later, but seriously, at least keep what you have in stock until the holiday is over. Shoosh. Yeah, I don't know. That's just what's been going on here, and I know at this point in the time, rambling too long to really be considered an update, but I just needed to do something. I needed to do some sort of content, but also just wanted to talk a bit because, well, like I said, it's been a week since my regular outside the house contact ended, so not really getting anyone to talk to that much, so it's which fuels bad stuff this time of year, and I want to avoid that. Generally I do, but so wasting anyone who's listening's time out there on the internet, that's probably what I'll end up doing. So sorry all my watchers, but I'm going to be doing a bunch of rambles and stuff for a while now. What else? Anything else I should bring up? Nothing really else, I don't think. Just I should be doing some more videos in the future. Not right away though. Unless I really do get a good 180 on the mood, but I also got most of the next Starlight chapter outlined, so I'm ready to do that, and actually got a really good idea how to get the plot for that one worked out thanks to the Crystal Empire comics, so there's a plus for there. So I'm gonna have some stuff to work on. So got some cooking planning to do too. Gonna be making a dessert for Christmas, and then sometime while I'm on holiday, going to be trying to do a Canadian brisket recipe. So yeah, that'll be fun. Especially trying to figure out how to get the smoker working. that'll be really fun. Again, sorry for rambling way too long than I should have, but Now I just needed to talk at something for a bit, and well, no one on the internet's picking up to me, so yeah, inflicted it on some unwitting YouTuber. so sorry about that, but thanks for watching anyway. Hope you're having a good one. Hope your holidays are going well so far, and hope they continue going good, and that you get this weekend off, because people deserve to have some holiday time to spend either for themselves or with their family. So, but keeping cool, and see you in whatever next video I do.